A group of matrics who failed their finals are calling for their principal to be fired. The Vista High School allegedly published their names on a wall of shame. This was apparently an attempt to motivate pupils to work harder. But parents say this has caused much embarrassment for their children. Our reporter Nobesuthu Hejana is following developments around the story and joins us now. A very interesting way to motivate students, Nobesuthu. No doubt the frustration of the parents and the learners affected here, that they would obviously be very ashamed and embarrassed by this particular situation.
Certainly, Rafia, especially when there were calls from civil society organizations asking that the names of pupils not to be published, and then government went ahead to only publish their examination numbers. But when we tried to get a comment from the principal of the school, she did indicate that she's not speaking to the media and that the matter is handled by the Department of Education, and the Department of Education in the province says the matter is investigated by the Labor Relations. But I'm now joined by the parents who are just going to be talking to us about some of their frustrations, especially how their children have been impacted by this. Sisoleka, you were telling me earlier on that you are very angry at how the school has handled this situation.
Inenzumsindo kakhulu into yoba benze ngohlobo benze ngalo, because okokuqala I understand after ixesha elide kangaka ugovernment ezama ukuprotect abantwana from whatever lento abantwana, because ilanto ka statistics suicide ndiyabona into bakhange abasilandile senjoba ezazinto abazihoyanga abantu balapha. They posted lamagama to humiliate abantwana. They even threatened abantwana ababenza grade 12 kulonyaka intoba this is going to happen to you if you guys fail. So this has been happening since 2020 up here Vista. Akekho umuntu wakhe wathatha stand. Siyaqala thina abantwana bethu have been living life of abuse eVista High. Iyenze impact wrong, abantwana baphilanga, abantwana bayagula, abantwana bayabhala ngoJohn. They're supposed to be focusing on studies. They can't, because iba frustrated to a point into they can't focus any longer. They abanayo nje into abanoyenza because bona baziwa as failures. And ke ngokuthina we didn't give birth to abantwana abazifail. Akekho since uba wonke umuntu uhamba hambe, yabo? Akho umuntu uphumelela wonke umuntu ngexesha eli-1, umuntu une-race yakhe. This is the marathon, umuntu ubaleka i-race yakhe, uhamba ngepace yakhe. Yilento sithethe ebantwaneni bethu thina, because siyayazi into yoba dasitshilo from the beginning before abhale owam umntana ndixelele before ubhale funeka uyazi ke apha awenzeli mntu, wenzela wena, wenzela isiqu sakho apha, awuzukhompyutha namntu. Whatever happens uplan B ukhona. Then bona benza le nto bayenzayo phofu. There's a whole lot of things but abantwana bethu have been quiet about it. I
also want to bring in Usisoliswa Rofiwa. And Mama, can you just come forward, please? And you were telling me that umntanakho uhamba isibhedlele because akayithatha kahle lento okanye ungasixela mhlambi ihlobo ekuphethe njalo lento nina ningabazali nifuna kwenzeke ntoni?
Mna ndingumzali ndifuna ulittle aphume apha esikolweni okokuqala. Disappointed kakhulu because ndandifunda apha eVista. I'm an ex-learner. So ezi zinto azenzayo eVista High School uyitshintshile iVista to something else. Umntanam, she can't even speak. When I ask her, how do you feel? She just say, yo mama, I don't know. Why does little do this to us? What have we done? So that's the only thing I tell.
All right. No, Sister, I'm also going to bring in you because you were telling me that there's a list of about 29 pupils whose names have been posted there. How has this impacted your child?
Thank you. You know, it has impacted my child kakhulu because first of all, my daughter is sick. She's going to hospital each and every month, maybe 2 times a month. Last year while she was doing matrics, she has been seen by a psychologist like each and every month. And the school principal said when I came here, she said, no, she's acting, she's not sick. And then my question is, how can she act being sick while the doctors can see that she is sick? She is on medication. And then now, if the school principal decided to post their names. How is she going to cope? Because even on that day when I came to get the results, she was sick. And then she got worse after she saw that list.
And what has been the response from the principal's side as you parents have tried to engage her? What has she said to you and the reasons for her to post those names?
When I sent the school principal the message, then she just read the message. Immediately, she blocked me. She didn't even respond because I sent a message saying that I'm very concerned about why would you do something like this to humiliate our kids, because you know, especially my daughter is very sick now, she's worse. And then I sent the screenshot that I saw on Instagram that has 29 learners and it's written on bold, failures at Vista High School. And then she didn't
Have
respond.
you tried to engage with the Department of Education in the province?
I tried to call, but I had no luck of getting any response.
All right, thank you very much. Well, Rofiwa, we will also be speaking to some of the pupils just to find out how are they doing mentally after their names were published by the school.
No, absolutely, and hopefully you'll get an opportunity to engage the school on its actions and really just what needs to change for it to treat its learners better. Nobesuthu will be catching up with you a little bit later. Hopefully you get those various voices to come through and shed further light on this particular story.